Dear everybody, welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And boy, is it going on in the Salt Lake City world. And then, of course, we'll get into today's Jeff Lewis Live and the after show that I haven't yet listened to. I know I try my best. Today was just extra busy. I was on the phone a lot. I was texting a lot. I thought I was going to watch episode 6 of Hollywood House Lift today, and it didn't happen. I was also told I needed to listen to some YouTube link from that Tanisha friend, the hairdresser of Monica or the best friend of Monica from Salt Lake City, and Heather Gay's, I guess, former hairdresser. I don't know, but the shiz going down in Salt Lake City. I'm so freaking here for it. She obviously gives me, weird vibes. Obviously, I think her and Monica, and maybe it's Monica's mom, I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth, would do or say anything to be famous, no matter what they're doing. So I obviously have skeevy vibes from them, but it's a pretty interesting YouTube interview that I did start to watch this morning. But more so than that, thank you for all of the accounts, especially my fave, Bravo and Cocktails, that is reposting the Monica content since she has me blocked since BravoCon. So, oh my gosh, shout out Fem Terrell. I'll be on your podcast on Sunday. I cannot wait. It's going to be so fun. If y'all are not watching Fem Terrell, she's amazing, and I will be on her podcast Sunday. I'm not sure when it'll air. Maybe it's live. I'm not real sure. We'll figure it out. Anyway, she's amazing. Today, speaking of amazing, very soon I will be recording on Sarah Fraser's podcast. So I cannot wait. Yes, it'll be live on Sunday. We will start promoting that very soon. We'll get together and do that. Anyway, and I'm not sure when hers is going to air either, but we're going to chat so much. It's going to be so fun. So make sure you're following the Sarah Fraser show. Okay. There's a lot going on, but I'm not actually, I was at a 3-hour dinner last night with supposed to be 3 others, but it ended up being 2. One had to cancel for some travel issues. But anyways, girls I've been friends with since junior high, always so fun. We ate at Cheddar's. If you've not eaten at Cheddar's, y'all do not know what you're missing. I had an entire meal. So they each had a cocktail. I had water. My meal was still more than theirs because I got the 16-ounce prime rib. And then I got my 2 sides were broccoli and cheddar rice, broccoli and cheese casserole, and a baked potato. I mean, calories do not count when you're with friends, right? I mean, it just can't. I'm trying to wave at y'all, but it's distracting me. Anyways, but it was so fun to catch up and just, I feel like we could chat forever with high school friends, but the 30-minute drive there, the 30-minute drive home, the 3-hour dinner. I just am not getting much TV watching done as normal, but it's okay. I ate every bit of it, Pina. I ate every bit. I think it was bone in or bone was on it. So I didn't gnaw on the bone. Obviously, I would have felt comfortable doing that in front of my 2 friends. But I didn't. But I ate every bit of that. I mean, I practically licked the plate at Cheddar's. And if you've never eaten their Cheddar's, it's like this crescent roll with some kind of delicious, it's like a soft butter, like a whipped dip. I'm just saying. And it's like Chili's. You can eat there for like 15, 20 bucks. Like literally, it's so freaking amazing. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted by food. I'm distracted by food. Oh my God. Oh, that would be interesting, Fam Churro. Okay. Let's get in today's episode. Tracy Tutor, my half shirt inspiration. I don't care what you haters say about her. I love her. I don't care if she was 100 pounds heavier. Any woman that wants to dress in a half shirt at no matter age, no matter what, do some people look better than others? I mean, she's freaking amazing. I have met her in person a couple of times yet. She is beautiful in person. Like there's no filters going on. So whatever her hairdresser is that Jeff loves to tease about, he is doing an amazing job. Makeup, her clothing, her outfits. She's a single woman. She's, somewhat still newly divorced. And then she's a single mom of, 2 teenage girls. So, or a co-parenting mom, if you will. if you remember last week's show. Anyway, so I know all the haters will come at her in the comments. I don't care what you say. She actually inspired me. After she was first on many months ago on Jeff Lewis Live, she had a half shirt on. A lot of people made comments. It actually inspired me. Whenever I saw a set of 2 half shirts on sale at Marshall's one day, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up. And I have worn now 2 and 3 half shirts, and I love them. Now, I don't have her body. I'm not on Ozempic. I don't have her genetics, maybe. So I wear a little more high-rise pants with them. But I am loving what she looks like. She is so freaking hot. Okay, they open up the show, though. Jeff, of course, has to make this lighthearted. Megan Weaver, he calls her Jeff's ex, is back because it has been a while since she's been on the show. So I'm going to recap it a little bit for you. Their feud that is fine now. In March, Megan was at, a bunch of people were at Rick and Kelly's home, and she'd been drinking a little bit, which we all know we get a little more free with the tongue at that point. She and Heather McDonald, who were friendly, not friends, I think, but friendly. Definitely Heather McDonald felt like they had more of a friendship than Megan did. Megan said some things that were not said in the best way. Maybe she shouldn't have said them at all and kept it to herself, but she was having a very honest conversation. Clearly, that conversation didn't go well. It turned into this huge argument between them, with Heather McDonald, we know, within a day going on her Patreon and posting about it and how hurt she was. Megan then was getting people coming at her and her kids on Instagram and making comments about her. Eventually, Jeff was very trying to stay Switzerland with this. At that time, he was very good friends with Megan, obviously, and they worked together. And he was very good friends with Heather McDonald, and they worked together because she would come on Jeff Lewis Live. Jeff tried to stay neutral in all of that, but eventually he kind of did make some blurbs of anti-Heather McDonald, like, I don't feel like she should have instantly gone to her Patreon. She should have waited for Megan to reach out. But then he also defended Heather and that Megan said her cell phone was dead. I mean, clearly somebody else could have loaned her cell phone, or she could have charged the cell phone right. Clearly they didn't want to hash it out. I think now we know. After that, a lot of other things came up with Heather McDonald's feud now with Justin Martindale, then Krista Lamas, and then Jeff Lewis got involved, and he was taking his friend Krista Lamas' side with the earring gate of it all. And now we know, months later, Megan has said, maybe there was a few instances in 2023 that made her realize, I need to not drink alcohol so much. And she never specifically mentioned the March event with Heather McDonald, but it could be one of those things that she regrets. And we now know that she's been sober for 75 days. So I'm very proud of her for that. But the feud with Jeff Lewis has since come out, because we were sensing around, this is January, I would say around late summer, like we were sensing something might be off a little bit with Megan and Jeff. Like, she wasn't on the show as much. There just didn't seem to be that lovey-dovey friendship as much there. We were just, our spidey senses were up, if you will, right? Jeff Lewis sleuths are really intense with their emotions. We can pick up everything, it seems, or we just make it up. But we were definitely sensing something that nobody was talking about. So we now know, right before BravoCon, they did admit that they were having kind of this little, a moment. They were taking a beat from each other, they said. So as you know, I was at the pre-BravoCon party the Thursday night before BravoCon in Las Vegas. So that is when Jeff and Megan had still not yet had their sit-down meeting that they ended up having later that night at the Delano Hotel. And they worked everything out, but things were a little noticeably tense. Like when I took the group picture of, it was like Shane, Paige Davis, Jeff, Megan, it might've been some others I'm forgetting. But when I took that picture at their request, Megan and Jeff didn't stand near each other. Does that necessarily mean they were, pissy with each other? No. Does people standing together mean they're best friends? No. But like I said, all those details have since come out. They absolutely had a great talk the first night of BravoCon. Everything is fine now. But, Megan was also, at some point after that, she decided to, thank you for the badge, Mike. And I'm so glad you're coming to the event January 20th. Thank you. The way y'all let me know that you're coming to the January 20th event, I'm so excited. But make sure to buy your tickets because they're very low. It will definitely sell out soon. Anyways, okay, I get so distracted. But we now know that they've since had the talk and everything was fine. But it comes up today because on episode 6 and now we know episode 7 of season 2 of Hollywood House Lift, they tease this kind of spat between Megan and Jeff. And a lot of people have already said, I don't like the way he spoke to her. Other people I've read have said, I don't think that Megan took responsibility. She wasn't taking it so seriously. Today on the episode, they were able to give both their side. And I was glad that she did because she said, I have a platform now, so I'm going to give my side. And she also brings up the fact that, things were edited a little bit where she didn't really feel it was in her best light. It wasn't exactly what happened. She felt like the show made it seem like she was actually gone for longer and she wasn't gone for, but 24 hours. So we all remember that because I knew she flew from LA. I think this was the house or a restaurant, a redesign, some project she took out of state. I want to say it was Oklahoma, but I can't be positive. And I think Jeff had told us yesterday leading into this that Jeff was saying, look, because I need to prioritize these people and they do have their own individual, Tyler, Andrew Coleman and Megan Weaver, their own design companies. I paid them $2,000 a week the entire time of filming of Hollywood House Lift, so they would be available the 2 to 4 days a week that we filmed. So all of that makes sense, but I'm glad they hashed it out. It did seem lighter. I know that Megan went away. If you follow her on Instagram, you saw that she treated herself to a retreat. She's had a couple of vacations. So there's been some other reasons she hasn't been on Jeff Lewis Live, but I was glad that she was back. I love their friendship. I love their professional relationship. I just feel like she is someone that he respects and loves so much that I think whenever she comes back and says something to him, it means a lot to him because he cares so much about what she thinks about him. So I think sometimes that's where their little bit of roughness in the friendship comes. And it happens, right? I mean, Jeff, of all people, he is one that can burn a bridge and then rebuild that same bridge. He can tear someone down that he's dating, and then 24 hours later, he lets us know they're back together and sleeping over at each other's house. So, seriously, I cannot wait to hear what y'all are thinking. Get comfortable in comments. I love to hear. That is why we go live. That's why this is interactive. We all love chatting reality TV and Jeff Lewis, so I'd love hearing what you say. Let's see. Kathy, Heather McDonald talked about the earrings this week on her podcast again. Wow, you're just ignoring it at this point. Speaking of Heather McDonald, not that we were, but it was related to the Megan Jeff feud of it all. That Jeff, was joking about, calling her ex and the bumps they'd been through. But somebody texted me last night and said, I think Heather McDonald blocked me. And I don't know why. And I'm like, I have no idea. And I'm like, you know what? Let me check and see if I can see Heather McDonald. She's blocked me. And I reached out to a few more people. She was on a blocking roll because she has blocked quite a few people in 2024. So as you know, like late summer, we were all good. We followed each other. She reposted me. She commented. All things were good. When she and Jeff had their feud and I started talking about it, because clearly I'm going to talk about a feud that is related to Jeff Lewis. She blocked me. And then days later, she unblocked me. And then she blocked me again. Then she unblocked me hours after our, Bravo experience together on, Sunday at BravoCon. And that was November. And now I guess I'm blocked again. So anyways, Erica says, how about we stop caring about Heather McDonald in 2023? I think you mean 2024. I care about everyone. I really do. I don't wish anyone, anything bad, but it is, you kind of got to talk. It's interesting. Anyways, but trust me, I don't talk about anything as much as she does. Earring gate. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good. Kathy says Heather McDonald had a comedian named Brad on. He's funny. And then she talked about the earrings and I turned it off. And honestly, that's the advice I tried to give her, not about the earrings, because that shit hadn't happened. When the whole thing was going on with Justin Martindale, I was messaging, this is when we were friendly, I was DMing her back and forth, trying to say, look, your really big Juicy Scoop fans are coming to me complaining about you. And I'm a Jeff Lewis account. Like, I don't know why they're complaining to me. So I was giving her the advice, look, just come out and say something in support of Justin Martindale. You don't have to agree you did anything wrong, but just say something like you wish your friendship, you wish him the best, something. And she just wouldn't have it. So, it is what it is. Some people will die on that hill, as some people will say. So if she's still talking about Earring Gate in 2024, it sounds like she's dying on that hill. Oh my God. Again, today she mentioned, okay, well, y'all are talking about it and y'all wonder, it's so funny how people will be like, why are you talking about Heather so much? And I'm like, clearly she might talk about it 10 times and I might talk about it once. So clearly, when people do talk about Heather McDonald or any drama or feuds, people tune in. So, I mean, what are we all here for but to tune in and chat about things, right? Oh, I don't know. Somebody said, Suze Dorgan says, why did Josh Flagg and his boyfriend Andrew break up? I don't know. They were very quiet about that when it happened. And pretty much he just stopped posting about him on Instagram. So that's kind of when we figured out that they had broken up. But it sounds like things are still good between them, according to Tracy Tutor, because she is very good friends with Josh Flagg. And Josh has made it very clear that anyone that is still in contact with his ex-husband, Bobby Boyd, he feels that's being very, I think he's disrespectful or whatever you want to call it. Like, that did not end well for sure. So the fact that Tracy said she could do business or hang out with his ex, Andrew, and that wouldn't upset them very much, that would be really good. The Morgan letter says Megan and Heather are friends now. I don't know that I would qualify them as friends. Did they go to a mutual wedding together? Yes. Did they take a picture together and post it on Instagram? Yes. Did it look highly uncomfortable? Yes. Do I feel like they'd hanged out and talked and texted afterwards? No, but I don't know that. It's not my business. I don't know. I can only guess. Yes, Mike says Josh is also a handful. I'll just leave it there. I mean, I'm a day one million dollar listing LA watcher. I mean, Josh Flagg was like 22, 21, 23, maybe when that show started. The fact that he is rich AF and yet he still has, I feel like, a very strong work ethic. But yet he's very comfortable, like taking vacations and sleeping in. I love Josh Flagg. I mean, I literally love him so much, so much. Kathy, I don't know what you said. Okay. I missed part of what you said. No one else involved is, okay. Anyways, I know y'all bitch. Start your own account. If you're like, don't talk about Heather McDonald, then start your own account where you don't talk about Heather McDonald. The good news is I get to talk about whatever the hell I want. Anywho, and I'm perfectly comfortable with the amount of time that I spend talking about certain topics that mean something to me. I don't know. Victoria Winter, good question. Why didn't Josh Flagg come on Jeff Lewis Live with Nikki Haskell last week? Jeff either has said on the show or he told us at the $10,000 dinner in New York City, which he was very adamant we could say there was nothing off limits that we talked about. He obviously knows I run a fan account, so he knows I can speak 5 days a week on Instagram. So he never told me there was anything off limits of what I could repeat. So I know I'm not saying this out of turn. So I can't remember if it was at that dinner or if he said it at the December 21st live, or if he said it on the radio on a commercial break, or all the above. I just don't remember. But about Josh Flagg, he said that Josh Flagg is very emotional. In other words, he can have a bad morning. And if he's having a bad morning or he just doesn't want to be on Jeff Lewis Live, there's nothing he can do to turn that around. So if he's kind of quiet when he's on with like Nikki Haskell or Candy Spelling, who I love them on together, when he's been on with Tracy Tutor, he tends to sit there and just kind of let them and kind of guide the conversation more than be the conversation. But I also feel like maybe he was just busy. Maybe he was traveling. Maybe he couldn't make it. Maybe he was actually selling real estate. I don't really know why he couldn't be on, but I loved that Nikki Haskell can hold her own. I think she's a very, I mean, I don't have a grandmother alive anymore. I don't have a mother alive anymore. I would love to talk to Nikki Haskell and get any and all stories and advice. Like literally, I think she's fascinating. So I sort of love that she was on by herself for sure. Yeah, Melanie. Yeah, I love it. If you want different content, start your own fan page. Exactly. Anyways, okay, so Megan is 75 days sober as of today. I'm so freaking proud of her. I have met Megan, gosh, 6 or 7 different times, different events, if not more, over the past couple of years. I have never seen her drunk or wasted. Uh, everything I see her at is like public stuff. I'm never at her house on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? So she does sometimes have or has had a cocktail in her hand, but nothing outrageous, nothing sloppy, nothing embarrassing or anything. But I'm very proud of her. If she felt like there were just some moments, she said she feels better when she's not drinking. Clearly, it's making her look so much younger. It's healthier for her. So she is just taking all those steps. I did hear Tracy Tutor, to me, kind of allude, so I've never had plastic surgery, but maybe she was alluding to she's working up to something like where you maybe have to be sober. And the only reason I think that is because it sounded like she was talking about getting some procedure done. What would she get done? I mean, I think she's had her boobs done. I think she's talked about a lower neck lip. So maybe you have to be sober for those things. I know you can't smoke cigarettes because on Thousand Pound Sisters, 2 of the sisters, Misty and Amanda, had to stop smoking or slow down their smoking because they were going to do a blood test to check for nicotine in their system. And to do the weight loss surgery, or one of them had a revision, they had to pass that nicotine test. And I've also seen Angela from Georgia from 90 Day Fiance. Oh, Luna. From 90 Day Fiance have to lie about stopping smoking so she could get all of the procedures that she got done that one time, which we know now she didn't stop smoking. You know what I mean? Yes, Melanie with Pug Mama says maybe she's getting ready for a facelift. By the way, y'all, Melanie, the amazing friend that invited me to be her guest, her and her husband Scott's guest at the $10,000 dinner, so graciously replied to a comment on an Instagram reel a few weeks ago where somebody said about my show, something like, I would love to go to your show, but Santa took all my money. Melanie texted me and said, look, I would like to offer that person a ticket if they can't afford to go. I reached out to the person. They live out of state, so it's not feasible for them to get to the January 20th show. But Melanie said, and I can say all this because Melanie's given me permission. She said, if you know of anyone else. So today, someone reached out to me that is a friend and just said some things were going on that they were trying to work on and be able to make it to the event. And in talking to her more, I reached out to Melanie. I said, hey, I might have someone that you can help out, and it's all working out, and it's actually going to help more than one chump. So it's amazing. So anyways, but Melanie was fine with me being public with her and thanking her. So I just want to reach out to her because I think whenever I posted about Melanie's offer that she did that, other people reached out to me. One person has bought an extra ticket and is looking to give it away to somebody. Another person gave me one ticket and said I can do with it whatever I want, and sent me $50. So then I bought the $50 ticket. That's the one I'm giving to this person that reached out to me this morning. And then another person who wants to stay anonymous said, look, I can't go, but I want to support you. I want to buy 5 tickets for you to do a giveaway. So that will be coming up very soon. I have a meeting after this live with the person that's producing the show. And so we will figure out how to give away those 5 tickets. So stay tuned. But all I know is just make sure you can absolutely attend the event Saturday night, January 20th, 4 to 6 p.m. in Hollywood, California, if you try to win a ticket. That way it doesn't take away from someone else that really can get there, because, doesn't have to be local. If you can fly there, drive there, what have you, then it will be amazing. Somebody says, who will be there? It will be announced very, very, very soon. And then there'll be more surprises as the weeks lead up into it. We're about 2.5 weeks out, and it's going to be so fun. But the best people that are going to be there are chumpettes, people you've met before, people you have known on internet, you've known on the Facebook groups, these lives. It is going to be so fun. And just a reminder, it's a Sarah from Texas event. It's not a Jeff Lewis live event. Okay, so he is well aware of it. Shane and Jeff have given full approval. But this is a Chumpette Sarah from Texas event. So it's going to be amazing. So much fun. Melanie is flying in from Richmond, Virginia for the event. Airfare is still going up. People tell me how to get good airfare. I don't know. I never figured out how to do that. I just try to buy it as far out as I can. And then if it tends to go down, I check the Southwest app and they give me an airfare credit if I paid it. And if they give me points, they give me those points back as a refund. So I don't know if everyone does that, but that's what mine does. So anyways, is this with Paul and Patrick? Everything will be still announced, but there will be something that weekend. And we are planning the itinerary. It is the morning of, we will do a Chaz Dean LA Salon tour. And then we will go to Paul and Patrick's boutique. They have all approved that, Paul and Patrick and Chaz Dean. Chaz Dean will be out of state, so he won't be there, but everyone he works with, and we'll get to see his salon. That's just beautiful. And then we'll go to lunch afterwards. And this is Saturday, January 20th, the Sarah from Texas Live from Hollywood event. And tickets on sale everywhere or in my profiles. And then we'll go to lunch. Then the event is 4 to 6. So we'll probably all go back to the SLS Beverly Hills and get ready and then get to the venue in Hollywood. And then we will go to dinner afterwards at 6:30. And then we will come back. Might even in between there, we might go to High Tops or Schmitty's or Tom Tom. And then we'll go back and end the night in the amazing, beautiful speakeasy at the SLS Hotel. So it's going to be such a fun event. And some people are flying in Thursday through Sunday. Some are Friday through Sunday. Some people are doing coffee readings with Paul and Patrick on Friday. So just kind of plan your weekend, but just know there'll be so many other chumpettes to do other things with, to share Ubers with, to go to lunch or dinner with on the other days. Pretty much everything I'm organizing for the entire group is on Saturday, January 20th. I'm there with some other friends, Shmangela and Bisham. So we've got dinner plans Friday. We've got brunch plans Sunday. So I hope other people make plans together too. But everything I'm doing is Saturday, January 20th in Hollywood. So anyways, Melanie, I know. I don't think Melanie's going to make it. She's trying. There's two different Melanies. Melanie McQueen will be there. I don't think she's going to be there from Alabama. She's trying to get there. Okay, what else did y'all hear? That Kyle Richards is booked for the show. So I am very excited for that. Somebody messaged me, and I don't disagree, that Jeff needs to bury the hatchet with Monica from Salt Lake City and have her on. I just don't think he's that type of person. Like, I feel like he's not having Kyle Richards on to, like, they call it like a get, because like there's all this drama going on with her and Morgan Wade, and now the stuff that's been out for 6-7 months about her and Mauricio. I feel like she's coming back on as a friend of Jeff Lewis, and I don't feel like he might not even touch on some of the stuff. Like, she's probably going to give him some guidelines of things to do, talk about, and to not talk about. So I just don't feel like he would have Monica on. He's just not that person to try to get them right like that. But I would love to have her. I mean, if he was that type of person, he would probably try to get her ex-best friend Tanisha on, because she is ready to talk for darn sure. By the way, I'm not following her on Instagram, but I'm told her Instagram is public, and she's talking and she's sharing audio recordings that Monica is having karma about, because apparently she recorded her mother without knowing. Then she in turn texted her friend Tanisha that. Now Tanisha has made that shit public. So I forget her last name, but follow Tanisha. She is given the dirt for sure. Oh my God. Good question, Christina. Is Ariana and Katie's sandwich shop open yet? No. Honestly, I feel like their window of opportunity is failing. And Ariana, Vanderpump Rules. Yes, Looney. Come on, Boo Bear. Hi, Looney. Hi, Looney. Did you miss me? I feel like their window of opportunity is, you know, gonna die out before the something about her opens up. And we know now Ariana's even agreed season 11 premieres January 30th, so just in a few weeks. And there's already been talk that the tide is turning. People are kind of, oh no, Luna, come here. She gets all back in it. You're 82 pounds, honey. I don't think you can get back there with all the equipment. Lay down, baby. Lay down. Oh, you're my sweetie girl. You're my sweetie girl. I don't think I just don't think the popularity is going to be there that anyone's going to give a rat's ass. Like I've visited LA 3, maybe 5 times since they've said this shit was opening. And I went and stared at the front of it with my friend Ben Finer, who I adore. And, I think all the permits and the delays, like it almost looked like it was open at one point. Oh, Melanie says, hi, Luna. Come here, lay down. Are you going? I just need to know where she's at. Oh, she's going to lay down. If not, she'll start digging in my daughter's trash can. Opening a restaurant in LA is like burning money. 99% go belly up within the first 3 years, Victoria Winter says on Instagram. Yeah. Why would anyone want to go to Tom Tom still then? I disagree. I've been inside Tom Tom. It's beautiful. Like I would love to eat there and even have a cocktail. It's beautiful. I would definitely go to Tom Tom. But then again, besides Tom Sandoval still blocking me, although he tried to unblock me, remember, at the photo op at BravoCon. Yeah, Lady Great Laura says, I would love to go to Tom Tom. Absolutely. Melanie says, if anyone wants to have dinner Friday night, let her know. So DM pugmama _1012 1012. Yeah, I think it is hard. And I just think Ariana has already agreed that the tide is turning and she's probably not going to be the most beloved anymore with season 11. So I feel like the delay, no one ever really loved Katie or Ariana. I shouldn't say no one, but they were pretty boring for sure. Anyways, make sure you join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group, especially if you're coming to the January 20th event in LA. We've got a chat underneath event, and then there's like a chat somehow. I don't even know how to find it, but it's very active, very awesome. Laura is doing a spreadsheet for us of when people fly in so we can share Ubers with each other. So we know who's coming in Friday, who's coming in Saturday, who's going to dinner, who's going to lunch. It is going to be so much fun, y'all. The Chumpettes, this is our year to hang out, build friendships, make memories together. It is so much fun. Yeah, Belly's Op says not a fan of either girls. So yeah. Oh, Melissa, I would love to. Hi, Patrick. Shout out. Your ears must have been burning earlier. I can't let you join because if I invite you to join, I don't even know if you're available, but everyone on YouTube and TikTok will start complaining because then they can't see it. But we're so excited that you're going to let us come and tour the Polo 2 Boutique. I know there's a lot of Chumpettes that want to book a coffee reading with you for the weekend of January 19th, 20th, or 21st. So, they're still in Italy. Ciao. I feel like Shane would say ciao. I love that. I love that you're posting pictures. And I loved your Happy New Year's picture that you sent to me. That was obviously filtered. It was so cute. It's him and Pole in front of is it the Leaning Tower? I've been there and I can't even think of what it's called. Whatever that thing is, the big thing, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Anyways, shout out Patrick. I love all the love y'all are giving him. Okay, what else? I can't talk the after show because I didn't make time to listen to it. I will listen to it, but I didn't get to. But I love that Megan and Jeff were really raving about Megan's son, Bo. I think he's 17-ish, and he's gotten a job at Larson's, which is the restaurant that Jeff got his nanny, Lisa, from, and she still works there, and they love him. So I love that. Jeff did talk about, they announced a New York City trip. He'll be doing Watch What Happens Live. Who do you think he should do it with? I think a Brandy Glanville, Jeff Lewis reunion would be amazing on Watch What Happens Live. I think a Monica and Jeff Lewis thing. I think a Kyle Richards and Jeff Lewis thing. Who else? Thank you for the follow on Instagram. My Vaughn, RN Yvonne. It's hard at my eyes. Yeah, who else would be good with him on Watch What Happens Live? Oh, Delia says Jeff was kind of shading Megan on the after show. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. Oh, Kathy Hilton and Jeff Lewis would be amazing on Watch What Happens Live. Oh my God. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Laurel on TikTok says, you mentioned a whole day of activity. So how do we get all that? Join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. Or if you're not on Facebook for some reason, $50 is the ticket to the 4 to 6 p.m. event in Hollywood, California. Everything else is extra. Your hotel is extra, but I do have an amazing link at the SLS that if you book that soon, you'll get the special rate of $319 a night. Right now, the hotel is $445 a night. So you'll get $319 plus tax. The breakfast, the touring Poland Patrique is no cost. Touring the Chasdeen Salon is no cost. If you go to lunch and buy lunch, that'll be on you. The dinner afterwards will be on you. Drinks after, everything is extra. But really, nothing is required. You can hang out and drink water all you want. Yes, go to Facebook. Jeff Lewis Obsessed is the Facebook group, and there's a Facebook page. Yes. Oh my God, I love that, Patrique. Anyone that wants to book a coffee reading while they're here, we can get you in. They are so good about working with people that have traveled into LA or Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, baby. It's a beautiful, beautiful salon, boutique salon. And remind me, Patrique, how long the dresses, the gowns are on sale for $1,000. Y'all, there's so many that I wanted to try on, but I was trying to meet up with everyone. So and I had no room in my bag to fly it home to Texas, but they're gorgeous colors. They're very heavy and very high quality. So many different sizes. They're just beautiful and on sale for $1,000. I want to say it's through January 31st, but I do wonder if it was December 31st. Yes, Diane at Reality Cowgirl says the boutique is so special. It was so much fun. They hosted so many of us and we just had a great time. There was celebrities popping in. It was amazing. It was so fun. Yes. Oh, I love that, Annette. I love that you and Melanie are going to get a reading. Hoping for better weather than we had in December. I know, but it didn't stop us. We had so much fun. It didn't rain on us, like waiting in line to get in for the December 21st show. It was great. Oh my God, I love that, Victoria Winter. I want to wear one of his gowns on the jacuzzi like Mariah on New Year's Eve. Absolutely. Chris Quartz, all the extra money for a fan meetup is tough. Maybe when Jeff has a live event, we can all go. I mean, okay, negative. Lots of people are coming and they're amazed by it. It's going to be so much fun. But I don't think you went to his event December 21st like we all did. So, oh well. Anyways, Cecily says it never rains in Southern California. I mean, not according. Oh, I love that. All of us are diehard Sarah from Texas fans going to get a swag bag at this amazing event to show off back home. I don't know about a swag bag, but I will let you know. This is just the first event. So everything is kind of trial and error, but I have an amazing producer that is putting this show together. So it's going to be so amazing. And $50 tax and fees included is amazing. Yes, there's a lot of work that goes into putting a show like this together. And I'm doing things like the hotel block just so everyone got this special rate. My friend got a special rate from her corporate price. It wasn't quite as low as $319, but we were fine with that. But then I saw the price that everyone else would have to pay. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, I want everyone to experience the SLS hotel because we had so much fun there. It's a great location. It's beautiful. But if I didn't do the block of rooms, everyone wouldn't have gotten this low rate of $319. So yeah, it's going to be adds so much to it. A lot of you have met each other before, so if you want to room up and, you know, have a sleepover for the night, that would be even cheaper. It'd be half the price, right? So it'd be amazing. I loved the Jeff Lewis Live promo today. I almost don't think it was new though. I think I'd just forgotten it. I guess it was one they made after the 2021 Chumpmas party at Leah Black's when they all got COVID. But then they mentioned Chef Stu in it, and they weren't dating then, but Chef Stu was at the event. So I was kind of, I don't know, I need to go re-listen to it again for sure. For sure. But I thought it was so good. I love the promos that they do so much. Megan's car getting hit so many times while parked is so relatable to me. I have had my Suburban for almost 5 years now, and within the first 4 to 6 months, it had been hit twice in 2 different parking lots of my elementary school. Obviously, I wasn't in it. It wasn't moving. Both people hit it and left, but cameras showed that it happened there and they got caught. Still annoying. I'm the one that had to take the car in to get it fixed and have a rental and all the junk and had the front bumper was replaced and the back bumper was replaced because of course 2 different people hit the front bumper and the back bumper on a brand new car. And then I was touring SMU College with one daughter, and I'm at a red light, a very busy red light in Dallas, and just bam, this van, like a utility van, I think he was like an electrician or something, banged into us. I'm just sitting at a red light on a feeder road. So it was crazy. He was nice. We pulled over into a CVS, but I was like, oh my God, this is literally like bad karma. Like this car has bad juju. But I was like, oh my God, still have the car. Now that happened all within like 6 months of me buying the Suburban. It was crazy. I'm like, it is a huge white Suburban. It's all white with black letters. It should stick out. Like it's a white car. It's bright. I don't know why it was being so crazy. Like I kept getting in wrecks, but I don't even know what Megan was talking about. Some Lexus that she wants to get, but Jeff was trying to allude like she's going to be single soon, and I don't think that's right. And even if she was rethinking maybe she and Ben are having issues, I don't know that he needs to say that if they haven't actually broken up, right? Victoria, I would totally go if I was in LA, but it's like a 14-hour flight for you. Well, we totally understand. That's crazy. You will have information soon on how to experience it from your own house. More details coming soon. Also, I'm on every social media platform as Jeff Lewis Obsessed, but I mostly post on Instagram stories because it's just easier. So make sure you're following me there for sure. She was on today and there wasn't any tension with him and Megan, but somebody just said the after show there was some tension. Oh my God, shout out Justin Martindale. Adore you. How are you? Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Speaking of LA, he performs all the time in LA, and I'm determined to see him live soon. So I cannot wait for that. That would be so fun. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up very soon. I love the unrelatable part of Tracy Tutor talking about being poor. She needs to reel in the horses. She needs to save some money, cancel the dog walker, cancel the car washer. I'm so here for it all. I mean, I think that's why we listen to Jeff Lewis. That's why I watch Beverly Hills and all the housewives. I want it to be aspirational and unrelatable. Like I don't want them to go pick up the mail and pick up their kids from school and, make hamburger helper for dinner like I do. I mean, I want it to be fun and kind of out of reach and out of touch. But that's just me. Anyways. Oh, you're amazing. Oh gosh. Kathy says, I got hit at a red light and 3 more after that. Very relatable. That's crazy. That's what I was at. I was at a red light on the feeder road in Dallas, like huge, tons of cars all around us. The truck, I mean, he's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyways, okay, well, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining live. Thank you so much, Patrick and Justin Martindale, for popping in. I love when chumps pop in. It is so awesome. The chumps have always been so nice and supportive of me. I clicked too fast on stories just to get back from the vet. Love y'all. Love you, Justin. I think Doug popped in my live one time on accident. He was like, "Oh, I was just reading my stories and you were live." So totally understand. Anyways, this goes up as a replay everywhere. It will go up as a podcast very soon. And like I said, I will be on the Sarah Fraser show podcast today. I'm not sure when we'll air it, but she will promote it. I think it also goes up on her YouTube. And then on Sunday, I will be on Femme to Rose podcast live. So make sure you're following that to get all the information. So, and this Sunday, if you are an Instagram subscriber of mine, hit the subscribe button on my Instagram page or a membership on the YouTube. I will go live like normal, 6 p.m. Central Time. So Texas time, 7 p.m. New York City time, 4 p.m. California time on Sunday. And we do an Ask Me Anything where we just chat for 30 minutes and it's so fun. Anyways, okay, bye, Chumpets.